Yes, this is me being an asshole to start this off because, oh god, what a fucking show this is gonna be. But for the people that can't read, caution. What you are about to see will get people butthurt, upset, or straight up angry. There is evidence of nonsense, and Lord have mercy, it's about to unfold. Hold on tight. It's gonna be a fucking bumpy ride. Now that we have the intro out of the way, welcome back to Superpower Hour. I am your host, as always, Joshua Temple. We are on episode 9. As you can see, there was some shit that happened this week that I am going to fucking open up a can of whip ass and talk about. But first, before we start going crazy, let me introduce my co-hosts for the evening, as always, Mr. Nepp. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you, Josh. Glad to be back.
And are you fucking ready?
I'm ready as I'm going to be.
And our
Flu,
other,
partially
yeah.
flu, severe arthritis in my knee, and I'm still here kicking.
So Nep's flu game is tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Two fucking night. And then next we have is Dr. Shiesty. Shiesty, welcome back, bub.
What's up, buddy? I'm fucking excited.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I'm sitting here with a smile on my face. I can't wait. This is gonna be
I
fun.
might die, have a heart attack, laughing.
Oh,
Don't.
well, don't die. Just have a heart attack, but like live through it. You know what I'm saying.
And still do my segment, right?
Amen. A fucking man. We do have a little bit of a different feel to the show tonight. We are doing 3 segments. Um, Switched up the orders of stuff, and as you guys can pretty much catch on, I'm swinging the fucking bat first. Um, so it's gonna be my Dramarama. Nep will be Nep Dog's weekly race report, and lastly, it will be Shiesty on the Superpower Hours Power Vision. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No, I'm not hearing anything. We're all good to go. All right, cool. Shiesty, Nep, I want you guys to relax, enjoy what the fuck's about to happen. Temple's Dramarama, welcome. Holy fuck. Um, the first thing I'm gonna say is that isn't Dramarama related. Very good cup races this week. I wish I was a part of it, but I was kind of boycotting racing in the fucking league this week. If you want my serious opinion there, I was very upset with a call that happened in our Xfinity race. And we're going to. That's basically what my segment's gonna be all about today. Is the Xfinity bullshit. What happened? You know, and I will say this. We'll give it some good. There was changes that were put in effect to prevent any of this bullshit that happened. Um, so without further ado, it's time to get angry up in this bitch. Furious, frustrated. I'm letting it all the fuck out. I don't give two flying fucks. We're going to talk about it. So, the major thing I want to talk about before I even move on to our next slide we have prepped for you guys. The cautions. There was 14 goddamn fucking cautions. Let me even get before that. The race started getting set up by somebody that wasn't supposed to be setting up a lobby, but he did anyway. Set it up, put it on strict cautions. Right there, we'd run relax. Right there was a oof. We were thinking, all right, well, lastly, our Xfinity races have been going caution free. Same thing on the Cup side. Stuff's been very clean, very fun, very hard to pace and stuff like that. It's been all around great racing. Um, this did not go the way that it should have. We'll put it that way. And it all started off with the lobby getting set up shitty, and getting set up completely wrong. Um, Again, I don't know how we even got to that point, but yeah, that's where we're at. So let's take a look at these cautions, shall we? If you hear that, that's a piece of paper. I have so much shit written down in this motherfucker. It's not funny. And we also have something else. I went through streams that I could find from the race. There wasn't many, um, especially stuff that showed everything that happened in the race. I was able to find 11 of those 14 cautions. 11. Three of those cautions were the car that was in last place. And if you're watching, hi, please learn how to fucking drive. But anywho, I get even if it was your first time on there, maybe a racing league game for you. Back to this. Um, you cost three of them. Whatever. It is what it is. You spun out, hit the wall. Who fucking whatever. Um, Anywho, 14 cautions. Breakfast. It was a garbage fucking race. I wouldn't even call it a race. It was a fucking disgrace of a race. Rec count, the rookies. Let's go into that. So, as you guys have seen if you watch my streams or watch any of the guys that are in the league streams, the Xfinity side has been on the lower end. Of course, because the Cup I believe is like 18 full drivers. Xfinity, we've been averaging between 9 and 11. So first season, not a big deal. If you're gonna bring people in, get them tested before they come in, and they can run with us. Well, that wasn't the case, and the person that was in charge of recruiting, it's not his fault at all. Um, there was no testing being done. We're so far into a season. You threw people that have never raced with us before into Pocono. Wish it was like Michigan because we could have just ran away from the people that sucked and everything would have been fine. Pocono, you can't. You get in turn one, people miss the fucking corner, wipe out fucking half the cars, whatever the case may be. But anywho, it wasn't just their again. I'm pissed off, yes, but it wasn't their fault. It was the higher ups putting them in that position. They should have at least been tested. If there was stuff to be worked on, they could have been all right. Well, set out this week. This is our track next week. We're gonna have you guys practice and then get you guys in for next week. No, they were throwing caution to the wind, throwing into the Xfinity series like it was a fucking dumpster. No pun intended. And this is what happened. It wasn't all the rookies' mistakes in that race, 100%. And I know it wasn't because I watched every single fucking one happen. Every single time something happened, it was in front of me. And you guys will see that when we go to watch the video. But as you see, rookies, they cost 6 of those cautions. Veterans, they cost 4 of them. We will look at those. A lot of those were people getting loose on the outside. No biggie. With these rookie accidents, it was people driving over somebody else or getting into the corner and just not even slowing down, just pushing up the track, wiping people out. That's what was happening. That's what we don't want. That's what made this race garbage. And the last person on the list, Heavy D. Guy's been racing the Xfinity race, I think, since the first race we had. Um, he's a fast dude, but like, bro, you caused 4 of the cautions, and like, it wasn't like an accident, like I broke free or whatever the case may be. It was you just missing the fucking corner and driving into other people. Or just clipping the apron and spinning yourself out in turn 2. Trying to be way too aggressive on fucking cold ass tires. You paid the price for it. That number blows me away because you should know better than that. But let's push on because now let's get into some video. I have pulled up multiple streams. So it's actually me and J Clay streams. We were able to catch most of this shit. So this first caution comes out. And if you look in front of me, it's in front of Lekele where it happens. This is Heavy D driving to the left rear 24. It's that simple. Let's watch. Let's exit out of that because fuck that shit. Let's watch. Alright. Let me back that up again. So we're coming in two. Heavy's down low. Get off the fucking gas. You need to get off the gas. Now look what you caused. Now I'm flying through the fucking air. And now I'm just slotting on
Oh,
the goddamn.
so much for that.
See? You hear
I'm
my voice?
rolling on my fucking top down the straightaway.
Yeah. That I was just like, well, okay. It's just get off the fucking gas, guys. Especially if you're coming to corner like turn 2. You could push turn 2 so fucking hard. But my God, you don't need to push it that hard. Fucking breathe. That was our first caution of the night. Second caution of the night. This is the number 7, which the guy told us he's never raced on the game or raced in a league, whatever the fucking case was. This is what happens with him. Again, fuck that box.
Clear all around. Outside door.
So if you see what just happened up front, and it's just you guys are driving it to the grass in turn 1.
Pit road's open.
That's the new guys. That's the fucking new guys. Driving it into the grass, entering turn 1. Sliding up, and then causing all that shit. There was no need for it. Caution. Oh, sorry. Okay. That was okay. This one was Beer Stick. Beer Stick, what the fuck did you do? Now I have to rewatch this again. Let's back this up so I can really get a fucking nice view.
Clear all around.
All right.
Outside door.
Ah. All right. Who drove into you? Who's that fucking James? James. Okay. So James drove into Beer Stick. That makes better sense. All right. Boys, breathe. That's all I'm going to say there. Breathe. But it looks like James was the car to go down low. So that's definitely a veteran mistake. Fucking don't do that. For the love of God. You're going to stack the whole field up and cause what happened. Caution number 3. Why did that reset, you little bitch? Caution number 3 was only 4 minutes in. Caution number 3 was Jay got loose off of turn 1. Again, this was a complete accident. This wasn't lack of fucking trying to hold your line or nothing. He just got very loose off of 1. Whoop, boom, and then causes the fucking shuffle effect and big wreck in the back. That I'm okay with. I'm okay with accidents happening like that because that is an actual accident. Actual accident, nothing crazy.
Does this look good to you?
Oh, it's just refreshing them all now, bitch. All right, another one. This is caution number 4. Thank God I have these all written down. This was. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay, now let's open that up. All right, so this is one of the new guys. Look what happens to Jay Clay coming out of turn 1. Stay with me. Just watch. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. See what's going on? Let me just drive over everybody else. And Jay's flying. Somehow he fucking landed, stick the landing. I'll give him 10 out of 10 on that shit. But let's watch that one more time. And Jay even lifted so he didn't put Hamrick in a bad spot. And this guy said, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. That Jay's flying. Holy fuck.
I do gotta say, that is impressive how he fucking landed that. I do not know. He did a fucking tight spiral like a damn.
Yeah, he was a football flying through the motherfucking air. I could not believe it. But it's just like, dude just fucking wanted to shoot the top, thinking he had a run from Jesus, which he didn't. He ran Jay over, and it caused this nonsense. There's another caution. No need to do that shit. at all. All right. Now we're going to the next one. My stream, it was 19 minutes in because, we never start on time. That's another issue. But let's go here. All right.
Car outside.
All right.
Clear outside.
Started on time whenever qualified because you were doing something apparently.
Yeah. I was sitting there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one time. That was just because someone didn't want me to race and they wanted to gain points on me. That's another conversation for another
Me and
day.
Depp was in charge too.
Yeah, I blame fucking you, Shiesty. But anywho, this one.
Right. Don't blame the net.
This one. This is another rookie, brand new guy. He spins Mountain Dew Man for zero fucking reason, but it happened. Here they go into two. Again, guys, get off the gas and make the corner. No, I'm just gonna blow the fuck through it and not give a shit and run the poor man over.
Outside
Wrecked.
Door. Car low. Clear bottom.
What the fuck? This is what I'm gonna do this from here on out. Every single race that has an issue like this, I'm going through, I'm clipping it all, and we're fucking discussing it, and I'm calling out everyone that drives like a piece of shit. It's that simple. There was no need for that to even happen, and it did. Grow up. Now we're moving on to caution number 6. This is never ending. This is never ending. So we'll go right about here. Gives us a little bit of leeway. Okay. So this is Heavy just spinning himself. This is him just trying to push the car too hard on cold ass tires and wrecks it off the apron again. I don't know how many times the guy did this tonight, but it was just ridiculous. So hey, look at that. He's on the apron, losing it. Caution's out. I don't have as much of an issue with that, but Jesus, man, you're on cold tires. We all know these cars will not stick. Fucking don't push it so goddamn hard. You're trying to get something, and you fucked yourself over because that was the end of the stage. It's just a lot of these people that I'm seeing, they do not know how to lift and get off the gas and just let themselves settle in. They need to keep pushing it. And that's an issue for that driver itself. All right, going to the next one. This is going to be caution 8 now we're on. So caution number 7, it was a rookie that was in dead last that spun themselves out. We got set on strict cautions for no reason, and that was causing a fucking issue. This one is another new guy. Runs over Mountain Dew Man. Let's watch that again. Let's watch that one more time. Let me just drive into your left rear. This guy's now been involved in 3 accidents because he's just driving over people. What in the fuck? I don't get it. I don't race like you motherfuckers. And you guys are just dirty, grimy as shit. Now we're going to caution 9. Let's get over here. Let's see. We were at 27, 21. So this is fine right here. Let's see what happened here.
Car outside.
Oh, this is Heavy spinning again.
3 wide. Clear low.
I think it was the same spot too. I think it's the same exact spot. Leading the race now. Same fucking spot. And there's a 25 car again. Another fucking rookie. I didn't even see that before. Running over Memphis. And Memphis is a pretty clean guy. See, everyone got balled up and he just fucking... And he still doors Hamrick. Like, what an idiot. That guy's on my shit list. That guy 100% is on my shit list. All right. Caution 10. The car in last place spun out again. Whoop-de fucking do. This was getting out of hand. Caution 11. This one I need to look at. Let's see. So this one was 31. We'll put you right there. How about that? Okay, this involved James and Hamrick.
Clear low.
All right, so there's that 7 again. He's a little all over the place. Everyone's just doing what they need to do. Oh yeah, that's right. James doesn't look to see if he's clear, and he bumps Hamrick, which is the top right red car. As you see us exit, there's a 7 being all fucking nutty, and there's the 11 right there, right to your fucking your middle right. And James just fucking doors him, and that causes a ricochet, and there's another big wreck, and here I go spinning again. James, my guy, this is your second one. You need to learn to look around more and pay attention to your surroundings. It's getting out of hand, man. I get it. You need to pay attention. Okay. Caution number 12. We were at 2055. So let's put you right here. Let's do that. Is this Lakille? Is this Lakille hooking Bob this time around? In a mirror. Pay attention to the mirror, guys. Lakille, why are you trying to go 3 wide on a fucking restart right there? I get there's 5 to go, but brother. Number 1, you're very low on track. Bob sees you and just tries to avoid you, but at that point, it's just there was a car to his outside, and he just killed himself. And then the rest of the field. So, simmer down. This is still going with the whole fact of, guys, you gotta simmer down before you fucking go balls deep in fucking something. Caution 13. We're almost done. Thank fuck. This is gonna be 34, and we'll put it right here.
Car outside.
This is the last heavy D spin.
3 wide. Clear high if you want it. 3 wide. The yellow's out. Clear high if you want it.
I don't know what on earth. He put himself in the wall. So he drives into the back of the 70 without lifting.
Car outside.
No one's in his ass. No one's in his ass. What on earth did you just fucking do?
Clear high if you want it. 3 wide.
Oh, everyone see that fucking little jump I did? Whee! Yeah, that was fucking
3 wide.
I'll take the good with the bad there. But, like, thank God that was the last caution I need to go over. Thank God. So let's get our asses back to this. Whew. All I am trying to get at is let's not be stupid anymore, for the love of God. We want great racing, not pure torture. Everyone wants to race well. Everyone wants to be a part of this. Everyone wants to enjoy every aspect of what a racing in a league is. If you don't get on and you're not able to practice, if you have no racecraft, don't be a part of a league. Go out in the shitty lobbies, go out and deal with that bullshit, or sit there on career mode and learn it. And once you learn it, find a league. Because it brings out the most intense racing, which you'll see later on the show. It brings out the most intense racing that you could fucking do. You just need to learn your right things before you commit. And if you cannot get yourself to that point, don't even bother. But with that being said, my time is done. Thank you everyone for listening. Nepdog, it's all yours. Let's look at some races.
Well, thank you for that. I don't know how I follow that, but I will say, from management point of view of all of that, it was highly discussed after that race about balls that were dropped and how to prevent that from happening again. But yeah, and I said it that night, there was a lot of mistakes that were made. But we're an upcoming league. We just started. This is our first season. And there's going to be hiccups. But the key thing is we've got to try to catch the hiccups before they happen. And there was multiple people that did say, even before the race, and this is, like Josh said, this is nothing against the new guys that were brought in that day. By all means, but there was multiple people that did say before the race, well, are we letting these new people run? And the answer was, yeah, we're letting them. And people question that. Was they tested? Because that's what we've done in the past. Hell, before the season even started, we had preliminary races, a whole month-long worth of preliminary races to determine where guys should be placed, be it whether they're in the Xfinity Series or Cup. So, moving forward, I will say, by all means, we welcome anybody in here, but there is a cutoff date during the week that if people are at it, like if you're at it on a Monday, yeah, there's a good chance if you get in and practice and all that, you could race the next race. But if you come in on a Saturday or Sunday, the weekend of the race, just be prepared that you're probably not going to run that first race. You're probably going to have to sit out and wait till the following week. But anyways, I think Josh touched the best on that. So, let's get into Nepdog's weekly racing report. We're not going to discuss. I think enough has been said about the Xfinity race. We have decided. We put it in a vote for poll for the Xfinity drivers only, and it was almost unanimous. I think there was 2 votes to just lead the race how it ended. So currently, what we're looking at is this weekend running a doubleheader for the Xfinity Series. The first race will take place at 8 o'clock, and which will be the rerunning of the Pocono race. I highly suggest that those that were in that video that were making bonehead moves and all that you get on and you practice that track, and let's make this makeup race a world better than what I'm not even going to call that a race. Honestly, I'm really not. I'm not even calling that a race. But whatever you want to call that, shit show, whatever, let's try to do better. Hell, the Cup race was phenomenal at Pocono. Anybody that caught the live streams, y'all would say the same. So let's try to get that Pocono race to be the same way. The second half of the doubleheader, which would follow the Pocono race. Now, let me remind you, we did qualify for the Pocono race. So that race will be set by the way you qualified for what that was. So the starting lineup is already set. An admin, be it one of the admins will be in there. They will be the ones that will set up the lobby and get everybody lined up. I highly recommend that everybody that is running in that is in the Xfinity race lobby at 7:50. That way there's enough time to make sure, because we're running a doubleheader, we got to get this knocked out quick. So Make sure you're in there by 7:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so we can get you lined up so we can start this race at 8 o'clock. Because immediately following that, we will switch over to Portland, run qualifying, and then y'all will run the Portland Xfinity race. So we're still, as far as it goes for Cup guys, we're still kicking around right now on it because I know there are going to be some admins in there watching the Xfinity guys. So we haven't fully made the final decision. We should have it within the next day or two as to if we're just going to push qualifying like we did the last time Xfinity had a doubleheader. We might push qualifying to Monday night for Monday night's race and for Tuesday night's race. That way, Josh, if he chooses to run in the Cup races, he can still qualify, and then that way, whichever admins is in the Xfinity race would be able to still participate in the qualifying. So, as of right now, that's what we're looking at for that. But let's get into the racing action this week. We had 2 Cup races. The first one was at Pocono, and the second one was at Kansas. All I can say is some damn good racing in both races. Pocono can be kind of tricky. Getting on pit road bit a couple people as they unfortunately got that black flag for entering too fast. But the good thing about Pocono is the track's so big that as long as you're with the pack, you can pit and you're less likely to go a lap down. So there was a lot of cars on the lead lap. JPR would lead us to the green as he captured another pole for the season. JPR is one of those that he is just right there. I mean, he could taste victory. And by all means, this was another race that looked to be JPR's race, and some type of pit strategy or something dealing with the pit ended up biting him in the ass. But at the end of stage 1, Samo would capture the win. Stage 2, JPR captured a stage win. And going into that third stage, white knuckle racing, they call it a tricky triangle for a reason. If you don't come off that tunnel turn wrong, you're going to smack that wall and it'll shoot you across. But when the dust settled, Reb was able to come off with the win, picking up his first independent league cup win, his second on the season, and his first independent. As we all know, last week, Reb decided to part ways with Outlaw Racing, so he's out on his own. Congratulations to you, Reb, on that, on the win. JPR would finish second, followed by Speedy, Shiesty, and Trickle, with the fast lap going to JPR with a 50.565. Boy was moving. Next, we went to Tuesday night. We was at Kansas, a fun track, Lakilla's home track. I say that because he reminded us multiple times that was his home track. He's about 15 minutes from there. Reb, coming fresh off of his victory at Pocono, would go out there and pick up the pole for that race. And go out there and gather stage 1. Stage 2 would go to Samo, and then comes the fun of stage 3. There was a couple incidents that maybe a caution should have been called, but for the most part, it was a clean race. Both races were pretty clean. And it looked like, Reb, JPR, and Samo was going to just walk away with it. Samo made a decision to pit one lap early, which I think might have bit him in the ass in the end, but unfortunately he wasn't able to pick up the win. But, and I think Josh has a video for this that he's going to play here once I get done. The closest finish that in any race that I've ever been a part of, in any league races, D2D, next gen, it doesn't matter. The closest finish, you could not get any closer. As Speedy would just nose out Reb by 1/1000th of a second for first place.
What's that saying Rooster says? Higher in German.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get no close. I think we said after that race, we watched the replay of it, and we all tried to capture the finish line picture, and it just so quick. It's hard.
Shout out to Speedy, by the way. Fucking look to his right and get that angle.
Yeah, Speedy with that video to look to his right to see where Reb was perfect for watching back videos and all that, because it was phenomenal, and it just showed how close they were, and you sit there and to win it by 1/1000th of a second. And these two earlier in the season, and I forgot all about this, but MB, I was talking to him because when we had looked at points and all that, I was like, hey, MB, you've got 17 people, you've awarded 17 poles, and we've only had 16 races. And then he messaged me back and said, yeah, if you remember right, there was one race where two guys set the same lap time in pole. And those two guys happened to be Speedy and Reb. So, ironic that here we come down to our closest finish in league history, in online history, that I know of, and it's Speedy and Reb again. And Reb, he throws a block coming out of 4, and his car drifts up a little bit, which gave Speedy the bottom line. And Speedy even said he wasn't even sure if he was going to get there. I mean, it was like, I think I looked down at the little ticker on the bottom, and it showed Reb's circle crossing the line, but then immediately switched over to the 18. I mean,
so let me show everybody.
Yeah, go ahead and show this video. This is phenomenal.
So this is from Reb's view, coming to 2 to go. Samo's still leading at this moment. Sit back, turn it up, and enjoy.
Cars going up high. One on the bottom. Clear. One outside. We got the lead. Clear high. Oh shit. Car high. One to go. You're all clear. One high. Clear outside. I ain't gonna lie, throw a block. Try to coast a little if you can. Save us some fuel. Ain't gonna matter. Inside now. Speedy still got it. Good shit, Speedy. Top 5. Alright, damn it, you got me. Stay focused. Damn it.
Right at the line, it switched. That was insane. What a finish. That was definitely.
But I add,
go
JP
ahead.
did not get pole at Kansas. It was Reb. That is on me.
Oh, yep. Look at our stat analysis guy. Fucking.
Yeah, that one. I fumbled the ball. That one, boys.
Yep, that's fucking.
That's why I said Reb got the pole.
Yeah, I picture of JP in there. Show.
I'm glad you didn't look at the slide.
I didn't even look at the slide when I was talking about that.
I'm glad.
I have my little notepad over here to the side that I read my race finishing.
Mhm.
But anyway, a phenomenal finish. I mean, there's an old saying in racing that you don't have to lead them all; you just have to lead that last lap. Speedy said, "Hell, I just have to lead that last strip." Yeah. And I don't know if it's because the Toyota, Speedy runs a Toyota, which Toyota has a little bit of a pointed nose on the front compared. I want to say Reb runs a Chevy, and they have a little bit more of a flatter nose, and that might, not throwing out, controversy or whatever, but that might have done the difference. But all in all, great race. It was a fun race. You look at it, Shiesty, you had a good weekend. A good week. You had a fourth place finish at Pocono and finished fifth at Kansas. So all in all, I mean,
telling you, man, once I had Team PPR over here on the podcast, I got slandered, so I had to do something about it.
Also, the one thing I want to touch on too, right here, Wolfie, man. This man went to a whole nother team and said, "Let me turn up the dial a little bit." And on top of it all, his team has now gotten 2 wins since he joined. So are they on practicing, getting to know stuff better with each other, and they're really feeding off each other? I fucking think so. Speedy has officially turned it up, and I see him going really far in the playoffs. I see a championship appearance from him. I'm fucking calling it now.
Shooting the shot.
That was phenomenal. That was a phenomenal race to watch at the end.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Speedy found his missing puzzle piece, and that team has been one that has all season long. They've been right there on the cusp of getting a win, and for them to actually be able to pull it off was good to see. But
yeah, but
hats off to JP. He's another one that I know he can taste the victory. He's always so close, and something comes up and ends up biting him in the butt. But like I said in chat, JP looks like you're trying to go after Mike's Hard Luck Award. But as far as goes for racing action, guys, that's all I have for this week. So let's send it over to Shiesty.
Before we get to Shiesty, I might have fucked up, and I'm going to add something real fucking quick. I think I forgot to put the cut points in.
Oh.
That was my bad, everybody. You're welcome.
Aren't you glad I'm here, Josh?
I'm glad you're here, because I totally forgot.
We don't address the cut points every week, but and usually MB's pretty good about posting them, shortly after the show. But
that is true, Nep. It's up to you. Unless Josh has already got.
They're already inserted. Look at that.
Perfect.
They're there.
Magic.
Nep, I'll have to help you out with this one since I added them in. As you see, Samel still sitting on fucking top. Weird. 5 wins. That dude's averaging a 3.7 finish. How the fuck are you gonna beat that? Just pointing that out. Just throwing it out there. Reb, he moves himself into second. He's been actually making up some points. The last two races. God, he finished first and finished second. So he's definitely things are starting to tighten up, and that's nice to see. JPR is not too far behind him, and Speedy's only 10 points behind JPR. Speedy coming off 2 big wins within the last couple weeks there. He's finally dialed in. Trickle with no points, he's sitting in 5th. Then you got Bames. He did have an issue throughout the racing weekend, but everything's all settled with him. He's sitting in at 6th. Trigun So this is a big thing. I was going to add this into Dramarama, but I did not. And I will thank Trickle for pointing this out earlier in the day. Trigun's now at 4 missed races in a row. What is going on?
Ghost.
Yeah, what is going on? He doesn't reply to anybody or nothing. So I'm
until you talk shit.
Yeah. I don't know if we ruffled some feathers there, and he feels some type of way about it, but we haven't seen him in the last 4 races. I know the week prior he had something going on, something family oriented, and we have not heard from him at all this week. So that is a very, very concerning thing, I feel. I remember back in the D2D days, we had if you missed 3 races in a row and you didn't say anything to us, you were done. You were kaput. So curious how management's going to handle all that, but that is very strange that he has not shown up. At least this week. Last week we knew about.
I'll touch on that.
Yeah.
I like Trigun. He's a good guy, and I hope that it's personal stuff. Outside of racing is why he's been missing. But when you've got a bunch of people that are questioning, is there a possibility that he's using something to help him perform like he was? And then you don't show up, it doesn't help your case.
Not at all.
I'm not gonna sit there and speculate and say, oh well, he's cheating or he's using a box or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna go out there and say that. Because I don't know for sure. I can't go to his house and look at his system myself. But when you've got a bunch of people sitting there saying, JPR at one point, I think it was actually when it was D2D,
yeah,
was questioning him, whether he was on a box or whatever. He didn't miss a race. He came out there every race, even the hard ones that a box would not have helped out you in any way, and still performed up to what he could perform up to. So he.
All right, I do have an update on Try.
Okay, cool.
He reached out to Trickle tonight. Okay. He's dealing with church and family stuff, so he'll be out another week, and then he will be back.
Okay.
Damn, that's a lot of missed races, man. I can't get over that. I mean, he's got the point cushion, so it's gonna.
I was about to say he's got plenty of point cushion. He's got playoff cushion. He's sitting in a good spot for this to happen.
He's still sitting in second to go into the playoffs. He'll be sitting second when the playoffs start up. That's crazy, man. Well, okay. At least someone heard from him.
Hear from him, so.
Yeah, at least someone heard from him. So that's all that matters. Because, exactly like you said, Nep. To me, looking at this, you not of course, one thing you told us you weren't showing up the 1 week. Yeah, that's fine. We get it. Family things. The second week, not to say a goddamn word and not show up, that speculates big time. Did we prove something? That's how people are gonna look at that. But okay, he reached out to Trickle. Everything is calm, cool, and collective. We will motor on. Shiesty, go ahead with Power Vision, bud.
Oh, damn. I thought you were recapping me being an 8th.
No, you're not that important.
Okay. So, Superpower Hours Power, hosted by yours truly. Let's go ahead and get into it. After last week's results, I was the only one to get a driver correct, and that was Reb at Pocono. Don't know why I chose him. Actually, I do. I said I wasn't choosing JPR because he let me down quite a few times. But, yeah, paying off for me. So, I move up to 4 and 10. You guys, Public at 5 and 9. Nep and Bames tied at 3rd for 3 and 11. And then Josh and Trickle down there at the bottom of the barrel at 2 and 12. Josh picks this week. You know what? We're going to do shit different this week. Josh, Nep, I want you guys to recap who you chose and why.
I like the way you fucking think. Alright, so, going off my power division. Xfinity Portland, I have not touched the fucking track yet. I need to at least put a couple laps in there to see what the hell I'm working with. I'm picking myself. It's a road course. It's in the Xfinity cars. I love those cars on road courses. Um, I'm gonna hope and pray I can pull my power together and go out and fucking catch a dub. Coda, it's
That
fucking
was
simple.
corny as hell, I'll have you know.
Eat my ass. Coda, it's fucking simple. It's Samo. Samo is that style driver. I think, and if I remember correctly, if back in D2D, I think it was Speedy, Samo, and JPR, and then it came out to just Samo and Speedy ended up winning the race. So I might be wrong, but I think that's Samo's
um,
track. So
so Speedy or Samo had a speeding penalty or looped himself or he had
some shit.
something go wrong
Yeah.
at Coda. And then I remember over team chat, he was like, I gave that one away. I sold that race. That
So
was mine.
yeah, I think that's Samo. Again, it's his bread and butter. So it's 100% all him. Homestead, keep an eye on this. Keep a fucking eye on this. This is the last race in the championship. That is going to be such a test race for everybody. I think Reb's gonna fucking pull it off. I think he's gonna do what he did in Xfinity in our ending season in D2D on Heat 5, and he's gonna come out and win the fucking race and win the championship. So I think that is gonna be. I think Reb's gonna go out and win Homestead.
Hell yeah. A little upset to Samoa's Terrier. I like it. As for myself, at Portland, I chose Mount Dewman. I feel like he's a really good driver on all road course is next, but from what I've heard, he's been running quite a few laps. As far as Coda goes, I chose Speedy just for the straight fact that he did win in D2D, so I wanted to kind of stick with him on that. Plus, at Chicago, if he puts in the time he put up for Chicago, he's going to find some shit and he's going to be just as quick. Homestead. I don't. I know why I chose myself, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, we're in season now. We aren't in the preseason races. I chose myself. I ended up, I believe, winning Homestead in the inaugural preseason races, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, there we go. Preliminary. That's a big fucking word. But yeah, I think that was the last thing I have won, to be honest. So that was where I have myself this week. Hopefully, getting my first win in GRL. Yeah, there's going to be a spot. I feel like it'll be Homestead. Nep, you gotta take it away.
All right. This week I have at Portland. I have Josh in the Xfinity Series taking the win. I have, for as long as I've been racing online with this crew, with Samo not being in this race, one of the next best guys that I've seen on road course has been Josh. Take nothing away from the rest of the Xfinity guys, but I think Josh has the upper hand in the Xfinity Series at road courses. So that's why I went with Josh. I mean, he's almost a obvious, honest pick. At Dakota, I've got Samo. The way that he trying to think of the proper the right way to say that. The boy's phenomenal on road courses, and as long as he doesn't come into a pit and speed, it's hard to beat him at a road course between his trans whatever GT whatever Gran Turismo style racing and all that. It plays to his benefit, so I'm gonna go with Smoke. Now at Homestead, and I'm gonna continue on with that dark horse power, and I'm picking Trickle because, in my opinion, Trickle's been one of those that's been right there. He practices every week. He's on the game, and with him and Speedy, I think if it comes down to Speedy and Trickle, I think Trickle would move out of the way and allow Trickle to get that win to benefit the team. So that's why I'm going with Trickle.
Hell yeah. Speaking of Trickle, let's move on here to Power Vision. He's got J. Clay at Portland. I think he said J. Clay's been pretty quick at Portland in practice, so it's another guy to look out for. He's got Speedy at Coda. I'm assuming he's just dick riding. No, I'm assuming he probably has the same reasoning behind me, but he's got a little bit extra motivation to choose Speedy. And then he's got a dark horse sweep with two different drivers this week. With he took himself at Homestead. As far as Bames goes, he's got Hamrick at Portland. That was a pull from deep I didn't expect, to be honest. He's got JPR at Coda. And then at Homestead, he's also got himself. So 3 of the 5 Power Vision guys chose themselves this week.
In all seriousness, Portland with Hamrick has been getting a lot better. Like, Hamrick will pace well, and he'll stay around the top 2 guys. I would not be surprised if Hamrick pulled out a fucking win. Would not.
I love to hear that. As a team owner, I love to hear he's pacing himself well. I feel like there's a lot of guys in Xfinity that are right on the cusp of winning, but they've got this fucking Joshua Temple-sized stone standing in their way.
Oh, shut up. Dude, I fucked up a lot, man. And these guys are starting to become solid, so they just capitalize. And, I mean, there's times where... Which track was it? I think it was Kansas for Xfinity. Man, that was the hardest race I've ran in Xfinity. Besides that Bristol race from the week prior. That Bristol race was the hardest. And I was battling Heavy D. Lakille was out leading the race for like half the race. And Hamrick and J. Clay. Both of those guys were shoved right in my fucking rear end, just staying with me the whole time. That was an intense race. And it took a lot to figure stuff out to drive by people. So definitely.
And finally is your guys' Power Vision. The public. You guys chose Josh to win at Portland. Coda. It was split evenly. I think it was 5 or 6 votes apiece between JPR and Samo. Both really good at road courses. Going to be at the top of the list every time. And then Homestead, you guys also had Reb. As far as Pocono goes, I do want to touch on that before I shoot it back over to Josh. Josh has himself next week at Pocono for that doubleheader. Bames also has Josh. I've got Beer Stick. Trickle's got Lakille, and you guys also have Josh. So with that being said, I am going to send it back over to Josh and let him get these few words out of the way.
Well, thanks. I appreciate you. All right.
100%.
A couple little mentions here. As you see, me and Dubby head over there, www.dubby.gd, and use my promo code TEMP26. Get 10% off your order. I still got a tub of stuff sitting here. I still use their shaker almost every other day. It's great stuff. It really is, and man, they're all about the non-jitters, dude. 100%, they hit that right. Nut nail right in the coffin. There's other stuff in that mix to actually enhance yourself without crashing yourself. And it's really, really good stuff and flavorful. So if you're a flavor person, you need that like jump start that will keep you going and you don't want to deal with a crash, go try it out. It's good stuff. Even Mike, Big Mike, he's got a partnership with W now, which is fucking sick. Definitely by all means, go over on his YouTube, TikTok, I think Twitch. Check his stuff out because again, he's an ambassador for him too, so it's pretty cool. Next one, good old Bob, fucking first place auto glass over there, Jamestown, New York. Definitely, if you need a guy, Bob's your guy. He even does wiper blades. Dude will fucking sell you a sick pair of fucking wiper blades and shove a windshield in your car in a couple hours. So if you need anything and you're in that area, email him, firstplaceautoglass@yahoo.com. That is all I have to mention this week. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks for everyone lending us your ears, listening to us, giving us a view. It's greatly appreciated. We're gonna keep doing this shit every single week, and it's just gonna keep getting bigger and better. And thanks everybody. And
Well, I do got to say one thing.
Yes.
Not everything about this show is going to be better. This last part right here, I think it gets worse every damn week.
I don't know. I think we'll do pretty good. Hey, Nep, are you ready to rock?
Let's roll.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. To be continued. Close enough. I'll take it.
Josh, you throw us off because you go you say on 3 and you go 1, 2, 3, and then you fucking pause every time.
Because I'm trying to wait to hear you guys.
Well, we're counting in our head 1, 2, 3, and we're about ready to go. As soon as 3 comes out of your lip, we're 2 beat, and you're like, we're already through the 2.
I love it.
B when you say 2B continue. So from now on, we just need to do it. 1, 2, 3, 2B continue.
Yes, exactly. All right.
There we go.
All right, we'll do it up. All right,